All right. Okay. Okay, those need to get painted something different. Need to get painted with kind of a silver coat. And that gets the decal on the top of it, so not worried about that one. There's that one. All right. Seat kind of gets a different color than the fire. Okay, I gotta clean that up first, so pause with me for a little bit. Alright, got that cleaned up. Okay, just because I want these sticks. Okay. You may have noticed that I've got the stick clamped down here, and of course the primer won't go ahead and cover that up. But I'll be going back over and kind of respraying that area in a little bit, because that area will be something other than the black. I should say black, but the dark gray that the rest of it will be. So I'll go back over and give it a small primer job again. Of course, one of the things that a primer job will do, it'll help expose any mis-sanded areas. So any areas where sanding defects are, and you can see divots where they should be and whatnot, those will all show up at that point. And I know that there's a bunch here. So and I'm not going to be primering it all at one time, because there's some spots like this wing that I'm working on, where you've got top and bottom, or side as well, I should say. So I will want to get the side pieces after the other part has dried there. Now you may note that whenever the compressor comes on, I stop. I probably don't need to, but I remember when I had my old Pashane compressor, and of course it was tankless. I mean tankless. It didn't have that reservoir tank that it would go ahead and dump into. So whenever it would, well, it was going, even when it was at full speed, you could see, if you really looked at it and under the right lighting, you could see going spurt, 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 spurt. Granted, it was at high speed, but you could still see it at time. So whenever the motor kicks on the compressor, I don't want to deal with spurt, 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 because that'll go ahead and give larger particles, droplet particles, and I don't want those if I can avoid it. So as soon as it starts kicking on, I tend to stop, let the air tank fill back up, and the air tank that I've got here, and I'll show it to you here in a bit, it's a the compressor itself is a Harbor Freight 3-gallon compressor, and it does pretty good, but it's only 3 gallons. It's not like the one that I have in the garage for air tools and whatnot, which, what is that, 20 gallon? Okay, as I told you a moment ago, I was going to show you the compressor. It says central pneumatic on the front. As it says there, it's 3-gallon oilless 100 psi max. You notice here on the side there is a water trap with another regulator on it. kind of necessary because compressing air pulls out water molecules that's naturally in the air. Luckily in Sacramento, we tend to have a relatively dry atmosphere, so during the summertime, you know, you've heard of a dry heat. That's us. I gotta admit, there's something kind of satisfying about the airbrushing. Watching it kind of come to life all of a sudden. Okay, is there anything on this one? Chain guns? Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of painting on the sprue itself because now, of course, one thing I will say is, you know, don't necessarily do this. You should be wearing a mask to go ahead and, you know, cover your nose and whatnot. I do have a respirator mask, but I've also got a ceiling fan blowing. I've got the windows wide open, as you can kind of tell from the sound of the birds. Okay, I'm almost out of paint in the cup. So I'm going to finish doing interior pieces. And that's just about it. I'm going to put a couple more drops in there of paint. And the reason for that is I want to go ahead and take the chain guns. I want to take them off the sprue. And I'm going to go ahead actually it's not the chain gun, it's the landing gear. A little bit too much. Okay, so I'm going to kind of use the chain gun here if I can. To work. There we go. As a holder. Should have done this to begin with. That way I could have gotten that one little piece. One good thing about airbrushing is that parts tend to dry relatively quickly. Okay, since I was only painting on that side, I'm going to go ahead and put those like that. Finish off the interior components. All right. Okay, obviously I need to hold the bottom of that sprue. And I only had a couple drops left in the cup there, so. Alright. At this point, I've gone about as far as I'm going to go with the airbrushing because I've got a number of spots, or number of parts here, that I need to go back and I need to putty and sand before I go ahead and even primer them. So, at this point, I'll go ahead and kind of leave you at it. I'm going to go. This is Tom with TCPIII Model Building. Hope you have a good one. I guess this is kind of week 7 of the Airwolf build. It's getting there. It's better than 50% done at this point, definitely. Probably approaching the 3/4 mark because with the painting going on here, that's kind of the hump, if you will. For me whenever I'm doing a model job. So anyways, hope you have a good one. Talk to you later, everyone. Bye bye.